there, rioters! Before I start this video, I would just like to extend my thoughts and sympathies to everyone who has been affected by COVID-19. I hope you are all okay, and I hope you all are staying safe. Now, I know plenty of people out there are having a way worse experience than myself, but this video is just intended to give my own experience and how the COVID-19 virus is affecting me. But, cheers. I've only got a little bit left. And I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and each other. Now this is probably going to be a really long-winded kind of vlog, so if you would much rather just listen to it, which I recommend instead of just watching it, because nothing fancy's going on here, it's just me and a laptop sitting there which is left on, and a mirror with my smart TV. Like, nothing's really happening here, guys. So if you would much rather just listen to it as some kind of podcast, maybe that would be the better choice. Yeah. And I'm recording this on my 30th birthday of all days, which kind of sucks. I mean, today it's a bit of a letdown with the whole quarantine thing and not knowing anybody and having any friends. So life kind of sucks now. Am I right? So everything was about to work out for me here in Thailand. I finally had all my visa crap done, which dragged on for 5 damn months for some reason. Personally, if you ask me, I think they were just like dragging it on to try and make more money out of me. And to top it all off, I even got my work permit. So I was 100% legal, guys. 100% legal. And with my work permit and my visa, I was able to live and work legally here in Thailand for 12 months. But what ended up happening was I finished my 6-month contract here, and I was about to start full-time every single day for 12 months at a really good school that I really liked. And wouldn't you know it, along comes the coronavirus and just takes it all away from me. It just completely fucked it all up. So, cheers to that. So let's start with the biggest issue here for me, and that is the fact that I lost my job. I haven't worked here in Thailand, in Bangkok, for quite some time, and it's a bit of a problem. So I first moved here and started working in September, and since then I've been mostly a substitute teacher. And then starting in November, I became a semi-permanent teacher at one school. And everything was going good. And we were only supposed to have 1 month of holidays here, which started around like the beginning of March. And after these holidays, it seemed like everything was going to be great. I was going to be working full-time, like 5 days a week, every day, at a rich kid's school. And everything was going to be awesome. I worked at this school plenty of times as a substitute teacher. I mean, I did like the English camp there, and I did like a whole bunch of other stuff there. And it was really, really good. It was a school that I really enjoyed. And I was supposed to start there soon. And but after the holidays just kept extending. It started off with only having about a month worth of holidays, and then it turned to 2 months. And then it just kept extending. And now it's gotten to this point where it's extended for so long that I no longer have any money to live here, and I have to leave Thailand. Sad face. Trust me, leaving is something that I don't want to do. I had no intentions of leaving Thailand. I wanted to stay here for at least a whole year, maybe a year and a half to get work experience. But it's gotten to the point where I just don't have any money and I can no longer support myself here. And at the moment, I'm kind of like relying on family, like donations from my family, from like my father and my grandparents. And it's making me feel awful. But I'm just relying on their charity and other people's charity to kind of keep me here for the time being, and to help me pay for a flight when it's available, which is coming up soon, within the next 2 weeks. And oh my god, the boredom that I've dealt with like since early March. Because it was the 3rd of March was my last day of teaching. And now here we are, on my birthday, May 15th. And oh my god, guys, like, I've just been here watching Netflix. Seriously, all day, every day. I'm either drinking, which was banned for a month. If you can believe that, alcohol was banned for nearly a month in Thailand. So, if just watching Netflix all day and doing nothing wasn't boring enough, they took away the damn alcohol. Because at least alcohol makes boredom a little bit fun. You can at least sit there and just watch stupid clips on YouTube and stuff and just have a giggle at it. Because at least you're a bit tipsy. When you're not tipsy and you're sober and you're watching TV and YouTube every day, you get a little bit... But the worst part about it is, yeah, like as I said before, borrowing money from my family. Because I haven't had money for a while now to pay for rent or bills or anything like that, and it's just making me feel awful. And for those reasons, work is apparently going back on the 1st of July, which is way too far away. I cannot afford to just support myself and keep asking my family for money until then, and that is the reason why I have to go back to Australia for the time being. And that's only the stuff about work that freaking sucked. I mean, I've had so many other problems. A little while ago, my debit card for my bank in Australia, the details for that got stolen for the 3rd time. It's happened 3 times. And which means that someone has gotten my number and they've used it to just start purchasing crap online. You know what I mean? So I logged on one day to my bank account in Australia just randomly, and I'm noticing that all my money's gone. I'm like, what the hell? Because I kind of needed that money. I needed it to help pay for a flight or something when I get back to Australia, or to pay for whatever. And I've noticed it's all gone, which really sucks. Donkey balls! But I've managed to contact the bank a little while ago, and they've refunded it all, which is great. Thank you. I'm grateful to that bank. But the problem is that I don't have the card here with me, because I had my little bank card and that got cancelled, which means that I didn't have the time. They said it was going to take nearly a month to send me a new one, which is freaking weird, man. It shouldn't take that long, but they said it was going to take like several weeks to a month to send me a new one. So I got the new one sent to my grandparents' place in Australia, because that's where I'm going to be going after this, which is coming up soon. I'm moving on the 27th out of Thailand to Australia. So I got the new one sent there. But that has caused a freaking load of problems. I have not been able to access money here for a long time. It's caused so much problems. Because I'm not getting paid by a company, by my work here in Thailand, I'm not getting money in my Thai bank account, which means that I have to rely on family to deposit money to me and then depositing it into my Australian account. Now normally I would be able to just withdraw that perfectly fine without any problems, but because of this asshole hacker, I got my card cancelled and I was not able to access any money at all. So imagine that. So imagine for like 2-3 weeks you had no money. Like you only had about $50 to survive on for food, rent, bills, and it just kind of made me go like, ah! I didn't really know what to do, and it was so stressful. And a part of that has been why this year has just sucked so bad. I mean, losing my job, getting my bank details hacked, not having any money, and on top of that, I've been trying to get back to Australia for a long time, since early April. Unfortunately, what's been happening is I've booked like 2 flights before, and they keep getting cancelled. Like I'd book a flight, it would get cancelled, and then the agency wouldn't give me my money back. Which didn't do me any favours. And then I would book with another company. I booked with Scoot, actually. I think they're Singaporean. And there was problems there. I didn't get my money back with them either. That's a paddling. And what sucks on top of everything is the fact that I'm going back to Australia. Oh man, like there is seriously nothing there for me to do. There's no life for me there. There's no work that I can do. There's no way that I can really earn money. Except like welfare stuff from the government. So basically, what it sounds like I'm going to be doing is just staying at home. I'll be living with grandparents. And just, I guess, living off welfare and trying to save up money. And then when this COVID-19 corona crap is over, I guess my next plan is to go back to Japan, which is where I want to be, back in Tokyo, teaching at a high school. So that's the plan, but how long is it going to take for that to happen? Who knows? But as far as my channel goes, I'm not planning on abandoning it. Like before, I do want to keep making vlogs. With Let's Plays, I would like to keep doing them as well. It just depends on how my life is, because when I'm living with my grandparents, I'm going to be living in, like some kind of cabin thing. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get the internet set up, because they don't have the internet. They've never used it a day in their lives. They're old, okay? Like, they're old. So they've never used a computer. They've never used the internet. And then along comes me. And I'm gonna try and set up like NBN there, Wi-Fi. I'm gonna try and get that hooked up. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to do things like maybe I'll study a little bit. But I really, really would like to occasionally vlog, keep doing my Let's Plays like I'm doing. I'd love to finish off Resident Evil 2. I finished Resident Evil 2. I've just been too lazy to upload the rest of it. But I will be doing it soon, I promise. Like, I've finished it, it's just a matter of uploading and like post-editing and stuff like that, which really isn't. I don't really need to post-edit that much. Everything's pretty much already done. It's just the whole like putting it together, like the different clips I have between saves, you know what I mean? Putting them together, cutting out like the beginning loading, the ending loading, saving, all that stuff. It's like minimal effort, which I seem to put into most of my videos. But just that whole thing, I couldn't be bothered doing at the moment. I just feel like I'd rather wait until I'm in Australia, because I have to do quarantine, so I'll probably upload everything then. There's only a few more videos that I need to upload for Resident Evil 2, it's not that much. But then there's the whole idea of, there's a whole thing that I have to play Leon's campaign, Leon B. That's something. And I also have to do Resident Evil 3, which I'm kind of glad I didn't get into too quickly, because from what I've heard, Resident Evil 3 is slightly disappointing compared to the second one, and from what I've seen, that tends to be the case. But that's okay, I'm going to play it regardless, and I'm going to play all the other Resident Evils after that. And eventually when I'm in Japan and I'm settled, I'd love to get into all the Final Fantasies, all the Silent Hills, all the Personas, all the Dragon Ages, all the Mass Effects, all the Forbidden Sirens, all the everything, like Kingdom Hearts. I'd love to just play everything. A lot of survival horror and a lot of RPG. Those are my goals. Those are my goals. However, I am planning on making a vlog very soon. It's going to be discussing my experience here in Thailand as a teacher, which I never got around talking about. For months, I've had this idea of making a vlog where I go more into detail about my job here in Bangkok, about teaching English as an ESL teacher. And I never got around to it. I just thought, I'll do it a little later. I'll do it next month. It's fine. I'm going to be here for a while. And then, once again, here comes Corona. Screws everything up. And I figured, well, you know, this might be like a good idea. The vlog might be good to kind of do as like a looking back on past experiences, and I could do it as a video which kind of talks about my experience as a teacher in Thailand. And I figured that might be a better idea instead of just talking about what I'm doing now in more detail. Like instead going back and doing it as like a past kind of experience kind of vlog. So that's something to look forward to. I look forward to making that. I have a few other ideas for videos I'd like to make soon, but with everything just so screwy, I don't know, guys, like everything's just so up in the air at the moment. With money, with moving, with making videos, with when am I even going to be able to move to Japan, you know? Like everything's just so messed up and I really hate it. So, So despite 2020 sucking, sucking really bad, I hope you guys are all safe. I'm going to try my best to stay safe and to try and get on my feet again, because at the moment I really feel like I've hit rock bottom. This is actually like, oh man, I really think this is the most stressed I've ever felt in a way. Like I've had some really bad times, but this has been like, I guess, the most stressful in terms of being stuck overseas and not knowing how you're going to get home, not knowing how you're going to eat, not knowing, you know, freaking anything really. And yeah, it's just been really bad and stressful. But now that it seems like there's a way home, I'm going to try and keep my hopes up. I'm going to try and stay positive and just hope that this virus thing is just blown over by the end of the year. And hopefully I can go back to Tokyo early next year, which is the plan, as I mentioned before. And yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, stay safe and keep riding.